Hello and welcome to my first ever unboxing or an enveloping from Bad Hand Books. In here I've got two signed books. I think they're both signed. I know one's definitely signed. That I had ordered earlier in the year. One of which I had mentioned on this channel before was almost like a fundraiser of sorts for Laird Barron. So Laird Barron had some medical issues. He still has some medical issues, I believe. And to help raise money as I struggle through this envelope, the proceeds of And the Wind Began to Howl, I believe is what it's called. Well, this isn't working out for me. I'm gonna bust out the scissors here. Should have just busted them out from the get-go, but you know, I was kind of committed. So the proceeds of that book went to helping the medical bills. Speaking of medical stuff, if I sound funny, it's because I personally am suffering from a little bit of Bell's palsy, which is just the most fun partial facial paralysis. So I am talking out of one half of my mouth right now, so I apologize if I sound drunk as shit. That's not the case. You know, it should go away by itself, but the books continue to come, so I'm going to do an unboxing even if I sound funny. That's just how it is. So, we have two titles. First up, The Wind Began to Howl by Laird Barron. This is his return to the Isaiah Coleridge detective stories that he's written. I apologize, Laird. I have not read any of them yet, but I am definitely going to be diving in. And, oh man, it's signed and personalized. That is fantastic. Laird, so Sean, howling for you. That is just superb. I know he is a mob enforcer turned PI. It looks like kind of shorter tale, kind of novella length, a little under 200 pages. But very intrigued by it. Lee Van Cleef. Is it Lee Van Cleef, the name of the guy from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? The actor? Or am I just thinking of another Van Cleef? I think that's Lee Van Cleef. Anyways, very much looking forward to diving into that. The second title was one that just sounded absolutely superb. It is a short story collection by Michael Wehunt. The first collection, Greener Pastures, got a lot of praise. The second one here seems to have gotten some praise, including praise from Ramsey Campbell, which I am always pleased to, see such praise. And I got, almost looks like 2 signatures. Did he do that? That's really cool. You can see like the title treatments kind of got like a little echo to it. The Inconsolables, stories. And his signature has like an echo to it as well. Did he like sign one in like pencil? Can you see that? Is that coming off the camera? Yeah, it is. His signature has an echo too. That is really cool. So I have not read any Michael Wehunt, but it's got an introduction by John Langan. But is that supposed to be Hollow? Hollow. All right, interesting. But I love me some great short story collections. It's almost the best way to kind of dive into various authors. And oh my God, I forgot, they have interior illustrations by Trevor Henderson, which is just, Jesus, friggin' creepy as hell. Well, that's haunting. Wow. I love diving into short story collections. Short story collections are a great way of just getting a little taste of the author. That's how I was introduced to Philip Fracassi, and he's one of my favorite authors these days. He's just kicking ass and taking names. Speaking of Fracassi, if you haven't read Fracassi, you should go read Fracassi. He is superb. He has 2 short story collections, Beneath the Pale Sky and Into the Void, and he has a 3rd short story collection coming out soon coming out this fall from Leth Press. Huh. So I am very intrigued by that. That's got like a retro artwork kind of thing going on. That is haunting. Is that Cupid? Jesus. So anyways, I have a nice short story collection to dive into and a detective fiction novella to dive into. Very happy to dive into both. I'll again apologize about the audio content of the fact that I can't speak right now. But check out Bad Hand Books. Now, I will say, I was checking out their site. It doesn't look like you can buy directly through Bad Hand these titles anymore. They must carry them, or initial publication through Bad Hand Books. They are kind of print-on-demand titles. So any purchases beyond the initial pre-order period take you through Amazon instead. And it takes you to Amazon because that is where the print on demand is presumably coming from. So if I move my head slightly, I can talk better. So hopefully I'll just do that for the next video. Anyways, so if you go to Bad Hand Books, you might be taking to Amazon. Don't be alarmed. You're still getting the books. They might not be signed because I think it just goes to the pre-orders that are signed. But, I mean, they're very cheap. They're affordable, and they have the ebooks for even cheaper. So that's pretty cool. So check out Bad Hand Books. Check out Michael Wehunt and Laird Barron. I'll sound off with a book review once I've gotten them read. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll see you next time.